I'm so excited today to be joined by these beautiful women, not just beautiful on the outside, also beautiful on the inside. We're outside of Thompson High School, and we are going to be talking about a really cool opportunity that you guys are going to be bringing to the young ladies of this community, right? Okay, so I've got Joy Letson, I've got Shannon Cook, and the beautiful Caroline Cook, and we are going to tell you about a pageant opportunity coming up. So whether you are a pageant veteran or brand new, never done it before, this is for you. All right, so we're going to start though, because the story here kind of starts with Joy. Miss Joy, would you tell us a little bit about your background and how you're involved in all this?
Well, I've got a daughter who's 27 now, and growing up was in pageantry, and we just kind of got to where in the community there was nothing here in Alabaster, so we started the Miss Heart of Alabaster to raise money as a fundraiser for the American Heart Association. And it was an opportunity to give young girls locally a chance to just be themselves, learn how to speak on stage, carry themselves in front of people. And at that point, I got to meet Caroline. She was one of my queens. I think that was her first pageant in local one. And I knew then she just had a great opportunity. She was going to do big things. So that being said, she has moved on, has a lot of accomplishments, and one of her titles is what has led Shannon to bring this pageant to our local community. So I'll let Caroline tell a little bit about her.
Caroline, you have so many accomplishments in such a short period of time, right? You're in 8th grade. All right, so you're at the middle school, right? Tell me, first of all, tell me about you. What do you do at school? What's your favorite things about school? How's it going?
I love my school. I cheer for the cheerleading team, and I love it.
So lots going on, I'm sure, but you have found a way to fit pageants into your lifestyle in a big way. So give me just like a little background about you.
So as Joy said, I started my first pageant here at Miss Heart of Alabaster, and then I moved on to do many more national pageants all across the U.S. until I came to USA National Miss, and I've competed there about 3 times until I won my national title. It's so special to me because it's taught me so many speaking skills and gotten me where I am now.
I mean, as a mom, is your heart just bursting right now, Shannon?
Absolutely. And we're just breaking the stigma that, pageants are a negative thing. And my husband being one that was right there. Caroline grew up watching Toddlers with Tiaras, and she was like obsessed, begging to be in a pageant when we found our way to Joy.
Yeah. And
that was 2016, I think. And so my husband was like, oh, most dads are like, what? So we went to California and competed at nationals after winning Joy's pageant. And she was 7 years old, walked in to Miss America at the time. There was a panel of judges there she spent the week with, handed her resume to them, and my husband and I were waiting outside the door, and he was like, sold. If my child can do that at 7 years old, she can do anything. And it cost money to get to California. It wasn't cheap, but it didn't cost any more than our soccer for our older daughter or our AAU for our son for basketball. So he was like, this is giving her life skills that, she can take to her next sorority or to college or to, any job, her interview skills. And so she was able to speak on stage, and they had an on-stage question, and she came away from that first competition as first runner-up in the country in California. And so we knew then this was her sport.
Yes.
And my husband, when he got behind her after that, she has spent the last 7 years competing on the national stage, and she's had an international title that took us to Jamaica and all across the country, where she won $5,000 to further her sport. And then this last time, 3rd time's a charm, she won the national title in the junior teen division, the youngest junior teen ever to hold the title.
Wow, Caroline, good job.
So she came home with $10,000, and we decided that Alabama should have their own state pageant. And what a better place to do that than here in Alabaster at the Performing Arts Center. We have the venue. We have had so many people reach out and want to be a part of this. It's so encouraging because we know that we can take 4-year-old, 5-year-old children and help them be equipped to public speaking, to just to embrace their authentic self and be who God created them to be. USA National Miss is very special to us, and the one that Caroline chose to recompete at over and over because it is a faith-based system. And so she's not wearing her crown and sash today because we had to check out from school for going back, but each of the pillars of her crown represent something biblical. And so we're going to do something so special. When we volunteered to do the Alabama pageant, we're going to have a weekend, kind of like a summer camp here. So it's going to be girl chat. We're going to have prayer time. We're going to be pouring into these girls. We have kind of some super famous judges coming in to Alabaster to judge, and they're going to spend the weekend getting to know these girls and investing in them, and hopefully equipping them to go on to nationals and be able to experience the week-long celebration of who we are, of who these girls are, and what God has given them, and just helping them shine. So sponsors like Glitz and Gowns that have just said, hey, we want to be a part of this. Let's do this in our community. Jack Baines Photography, Victor James Photography, Joy coming along and helping me do this is just come full circle for our community. So we are so excited to really be able to take this to the next level for Alabaster.
I mean, it all sounds incredible, and I don't know why you wouldn't want your daughter to be a part of this or to have a role model, someone like Caroline. What a great example, right? And in 8th grade, it blows my mind. But let's talk logistics then. When, where, how do we get involved?
Absolutely. So we have 2 divisions, 2 ways to compete. So if you've never done pageants, we have a Sweetheart division that is perfect for you. It's much like Heart of Alabaster when we first got our start. So it's January 20th and 21st here at the Performing Arts Center. You can go online to usanationalmiss.com and find the Alabama link and register there. The Sweetheart division does not go on to nationals. So that is for people who are just getting started, or for people who already have a title, like Caroline, and they can't compete for another title. They're in a non-compete, but they can come and get practice on the stage. And so it's a great opportunity for the Sweetheart. The state competition will actually, the winners of each division, ages 4 through 25, will be sent on then to nationals to compete and represent Alabama.
So ages 4 to 25. So really pretty much all ages here, right, that can compete. Well, not me, guys. I'm just a little bit.
Missed it.
Just a little bit out of the age range. But all of our girls can pretty much compete here. Now, I love that we have the Sweetheart. So, like, my girls never done pageants, but you're selling me on it right here, right? So what a great way to introduce them into that in a faith environment, right? So it feels a little safer maybe, right, as a mom. So when is the cutoff for registration? So they need to go online for sure to register for either category, right? And then when is cutoff? Do we know?
So I set a cutoff for December 15th, but the sooner the better, because I haven't set a limit for each age division, but I'm afraid it's going to have, Joy's shaking her yes.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to have a cutoff because, we can't have so many girls that were here all day trying to get their stage time. We want each of them to have their moments. And so December 15th is the deadline right now. Okay. That may move up. We already have more than 30 contestants that have registered, and we haven't even really started promoting it yet. So like I said, the pajama party, we're having a Swiftie party for the girls on Saturday
pumped about
this? So it's just going to be the place to be for that weekend. So for any and all, and like I said, if your daughter doesn't want to compete and you want to be involved, we need volunteers. Joy's going to put you to work for the behind the scenes. So yeah.
All right. So you want to register, you get on the website and do that, right? The sooner the better. There are already 30 contestants. That's awesome. So it's going to be really, really fun. If you want to volunteer, hang around, just need to get your feet wet a little bit. Ms. Joy, how would be the best way to contact you guys?
You can contact Shannon directly. You have all your information on the website.
Perfect.
And anything, the link where you register. Once you registered, you'll have all the information there.
Perfect.
And there are hard applications at Missy's shop at Glitz and Gowns, so they can tell you all about and at LJ's.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so plenty of places around here that we can get the information. Make sure you look into this. What an incredible opportunity for our girls. Ms. Joy, Shannon, Caroline, thank you guys so much for breaking the stigma of beauty pageants, right? Because it's so much more than just beauty. We see that with her, right?
Oh,
thank you guys so much.
Thank you.